Hello everyone and welcome back to Hunter the Vigil Summons here on Dork Tales. I'm your storyteller Kelle. I use he and him as my pronouns, and folks, I'm very excited to be heading back into another episode of our very own procedural legal drama with a little demonic twist. You know, as a treat. If you haven't joined us for the first couple of episodes, you definitely should go back and check them. This is a Patreon advance, so if you're on our Patreon, you're seeing this about 3 months before everybody else. If you're not on our Patreon, you could join it for as little as $5 a month and get access to content like this. Thank you to Patreon for keeping the lights on. More on that later. But first, we should probably go in and meet the cast. So, starting to my immediate left. Hi, Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns, as does my character, Lillian Underhill, who is a member of the Lucifuge. And I'm excited to get back into this because last episode was so much forms of not safe for work. It was great.
Which is sad because you were all at work
And
at the time.
Yeah. And it's funny because since I think the last recording, I've binged 3 seasons of Evil, which is a fucking great show, I might add.
You can see why I was inspired by it.
I can see why you're inspired by it. It's a really good show, and this is definitely a very good vibe to match that, and so you've done a great job with that. So props to you, Kelle.
Thank you. I try. Next to you is Kelle.
Hey, it's Kelle from up the road. I use she, her pronouns, and I am your friendly neighborhood criminologist by education, and I am playing Elina Ekstrom, the visiting FBI agent in investigating the interesting case here in Vancouver. It's all my dreams come true.
And last but not least, Traz in the corner.
Oh, hi. I'm in my corner like I normally am.
Good
but
boy.
hi, I am Traz. I use he and him pronouns, as does my character Alexander Landry, our cop going into Task Force Valkyrie and kind of irked that his 2 partners didn't show up, left him alone.
Fair.
I'm sorry, we're not actually partners.
Yeah,
we're
you
just,
are.
You know.
You're on a
It's
task
like a group
force.
project. We're just assigned to work together.
God.
I this is why I hate group projects.
I know.
That's very,
Same.
very valid. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's go in reverse order. Traz, what are your aspirations for this session?
Check in on my partner, Michelle Cho, and locate the source of the leak for our case.
Okay,
yeah,
and what's your
great.
long term?
You know, his personal long term is finding out his parents' killer.
All right, fine, parents killer. All right. Kelle, what are your aspirations?
That was such a good question.
Mhm.
Well,
So you
I
should
mean,
have 2 short terms and a long term.
Yeah, the long term is to hopefully solve the case, figure out, like what actually is going on. What's the, not just is he possessed or not, but what's the behind the scenes thing? What's really happening? And short term wants to find out what the connection to this Islamic demon that we were hep to in the last. Or that I found, or that Elina found out last episode, and she's going to look up for any latest information on her university mentor.
Okay, mentor. And Robin, what are your aspirations, long term and then short terms?
So my long term is to win a case again.
Okay.
Because she's been out of work, so that's been since the beginning. She wants to win a case. And my 2 short terms are speak with my granddad at the very end, and then to her second short term is to get a lead in the case.
All right, sounds good. All right, so is anybody doing any experience expenditures before we begin?
I think I
You bought a point of
spent
intimidation.
my experience last. Yes, so I think I am good right now.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right, anybody else want to
I'm
spend
good
any of
for
their
right now,
experiences?
too.
You're good?
Not
Okay.
this time.
Okay,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I
Kelle,
think I
anything
do.
for you?
Oh, yeah, I've got 10 experience points. I could add something.
You could. Skills are 2,
yeah.
merits are 1, attributes are 4, if I'm not mistaken. Or are they 5?
How do you have 10 experience?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
You sure that they're not beats?
Because
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it must be beats.
So you have 2
I think I was
experiences.
putting them in the wrong. Yes, 2 experiences. That makes more sense.
All right.
Yeah,
So-
because I was just typing them in. Because I
You-
remember I was only thinking about getting one, buying up a point in one of the skills, and buying up a point in occult.
Yeah, go ahead. You can buy a point of occult.
Cool.
So that'll
I will
cost you
buy a
both of
point.
your experiences.
Yep, that's fine.
All right, cool.
I'm okay with that.
All right. So with that, I
It's
think
all
it's
about
time.
experience in the end.
It is all about experience in the end. All right, so with that, we're going to hop into game. It never stops raining in Vancouver. Not during the spring, anyway. There's always a low-lying cloud that seems to be hugging the tops of the buildings, blanketing the highest spires of town in a never-ending stretch of mist. It's pretty hard to get your vitamin D this time of year. Unless, of course, you are a demonic lawyer. After getting a night of vitamin D, Lillian, you wake up to a little post-it note on a bedside table after you went back to sleep following that nightmare. Well, that intrusion. The phone call from your grandfather was quick. And when you wake up the next morning, the little hints of gray light flittering in through the window next to your bed. Your bed is empty, save for Persephone curled up around your feet. As you stretch, her ears perk up, and she flaps the base of your feet with her thick, pitty tail.
Oh, come here, girl. Come here, girl. She'll call her up to come snuggle.
She comes up and snuggles you, and as you roll over, you'll see that there's a little post-it on your other nightstand from your one nightstand that says, "Thanks," and a phone number.
She will put down the number in her phone. She will put Karam Nandi and in brackets Meat Boy.
Mhm.
And then she will take a very suggestive photo in bed with the dog. Send a message saying, "Thanks too. Unfortunately, you had to leave so early."
All right. You'll go ahead and send that. You have a late lunch meeting with your grandfather downtown near the police precinct. It's a nice place. He's going to be taking you out to Notch 8, located in the main floor, right next to I believe, the Prada store and Gucci stores, down at the Fairmont, Vancouver. So, a bit of a ways away from the precinct, maybe a 5-minute Uber ride.
Mm-hmm.
But you have a full day ahead of you. You gather up your things and get ready for the day. Across town, Miss Ekstrom, you awaken from a horrible night of nausea, night terrors, and night sweats. When you awaken, the trash bag that you tied up next to the bed is empty. Aside from a few crumpled pieces of paper, Post-its and other little scrawlings that you had given up on throughout your night of doing that second bed analysis of all of your sheets of paper, pictures of the case. The writhing maggots are nowhere to be seen. You remember clearly vomiting on a pile of these exact same Post-its, pinks and orange and Miami blue. What do you do?
Well, she's gonna put it down to whatever it was that visited in her sleep, causing whatever visions to happen. And of course, it always feels like it's happening, but it doesn't always, even if it doesn't actually happen.
Mhm.
So try and shake it off and figure out why. I'm left wondering why. What's the deal with the Indian demon? Where does it fit? How does it fit? Because so far it just seems random.
Okay.
It's probably a note that she would make on a Post-it. Garar, random ?
Mm-hmm. You place that down and then look at the time. If you want to be on time to the police precinct, you'd better get moving. Alex, you wake up. The house is completely empty. Your sister's room is shut. And you can hear the sound of maybe a fashion YouTube playing inside. She tends to fall asleep to YouTube. And usually when her headphones die, it'll swap to just playing and she'll snore through it. It's one of the ways you know she's home. Your grandparents are still out of town on a little cruise vacation. You head downstairs to the timer alarmed coffee. It's Folgers or something else cheap. It's what your grandparents drink. Do you buy something more fancy than that, or do you think you just drink what they have in-house?
Probably just drink what they have.
Yeah. So it is legally coffee. And you splash whatever sweetened creamer into it that you take. Your sweet cream, your cookies and cream, your peanut butter cup. International Delight, whatever you take. What kind of guy is he?
I think he's a cookies and cream type of guy.
Cookies and cream guy? Yeah, I had a feeling about that.
Yeah.
So splashing that in, it is a little bit past 6:30. You're expected down at the station around 8. So you've got a little bit of time. What are you going to do? What's your morning routine?
Probably after he wakes up, he probably does some routine stretches, loosen up any muscles.
Okay. Can you do me a favor? I want you to do me give me a stamina and athletics roll. I want to see how good your morning workout treats you.
Stamina and athletics. All right. What was it? 8, 9, 10 more successes?
8, 9, 10. 10's reroll.
2 successes.
2 successes. All right. So you have a pretty good morning. Push-ups, sit-ups. Do you have any equipment in your house, like hanging bars or anything for chin-ups?
Probably right by his door.
Okay. So you're feeling pretty loose and relaxed this morning, and as you prep for that, you work up a pretty good sweat, and are pretty ready to take on the day. Let me know. I'm going to give you a +1 equipment bonus to the first physical action of the day because you had a good morning workout.
Cool.
So you'll take a dice going forward on that. What's the plan for you?
I know they're gonna meet. He wants to talk to the captain, inform him of the leak that he found. Because he suspects it's the crime photographer, and he's also a little concerned maybe the crime scene what might have been tampered with. We
Okay.
don't know how friendly this photographer got with the reporter.
All right. Prepping Matt. You clip on your service pistol. You gather your things. You grab your rain jacket. And you head out. The captain waves you in. Silva's sitting behind his desk already, looking like he was carved out of the same wood. He's in his early 50s and has that military look to him, that hard, angular edge to his jaw, to his eyebrows, to every part of him. Marco Silva's fit. And as you walk in, he doesn't look up, just keeps scanning some papers on his desk and waves for you to sit down. What do you got?
Well, someone in the station's leaking information to the Vancouver Buzz.
He stops writing, looks up at you. Go on.
Lady by the name of Jacqueline Bailey. Not only did she have photographs of the crime scene, she has my number, knows Officer Cho's on sabbatical, and will likely go visit her next. For all we know, she could have tampered with the crime scene before we got there.
I think that's probably, the last part's probably doubtful, hopefully. You think it's the crime scene photographer?
Considering she had a picture of the bathtub, highly possible.
Could be a number of other people, but, look into it.
Copy that.
How are things going with the other two?
Wish I knew. They were supposed to be with me last night, and they never got back to me.
I think
I know Miss Ekstrom probably has... No, Miss Ekstrom probably is dealing with some jet lag. She was probably pretty tired. Miss Underhill, I couldn't tell you where she was.
Ekstrom's in your office right now. In your squad office. I saw her come in a few minutes ago. What do you expect from a lawyer, though? Just keep your wits about
Yep.
you. Understand?
Yes, sir.
And, he adjusts himself and looks at you with kind of a bit of a vibe. If you'd like, you can make me a composure and empathy roll.
Ooh. Okay. No successes.
No successes?
But not a bunch.
You have anything weird happened to you since you started this case? Any of the devil stuff get into your head?
No, I've been alright. Still perturbed that a news reporter was harassing me, but part of the job.
Mm-hmm. Listen, this is weird shit that we're looking at right now. Okay? The door's shut right now. Huh? There's no shame in admitting it. If something weird happens, I want you to tell me. I've seen people on the force who have been here a lot longer than you get fucked in the head by stuff like this. I've read your report, but I've also read your personnel file. I know your background. I know you joining the force was motivated.
Yeah, it was.
Motivation's good. Just don't let it become an obsession, okay? If you
Yes, sir.
see any... Good. If you see any weird shit, I want it in my dailies, okay?
Let
And
you
if
know
you
the
see
moment
any-
it happens.
Good. And if you see any really weird shit, this, he'll reach into his pocket and pull out a little business card. It's my personal number. It's my cell.
Thank you.
Only in an emergency. Or if something really, really fucking weird happens. Capiche?
Understood.
I've always wanted to say capiche. Alright, dismissed. Get out there, go say hi to the Fed.
Alex will take his leave and go see Ekstrom.
Okay? Elina, you've already grabbed the coffee that's a step up from Folgers inside of the police precinct. This is Vancouver. It's the Pacific Northwest. It's a human rights abuse to have that type of coffee at a station, you know, and it is a unionized precinct, of course. So they definitely got that taken care of right off the bat.
It's probably Van Hoot.
It's definitely Van Hoot. It's definitely it's that or it's Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
It's one of the two. It's or potentially
Or-
McDonald's.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say my work has no name.
Oh, that's true. You know what? I'm not gonna shill for No Name, but I've always been very surprised by how good their decaf is. At least I'm like,
Really?
yeah. When I had to switch to decaf for a while, I was very surprised because it's cheap as hell, and I was like, huh, this is not dirt. I was expecting.
We have Cafe Artigiano at my office, but then we just had Cafe Artigiano open in the mall, so kind of have to support your tenants.
Fair. Your tenants have to support you.
Coffee. That's
All right.
here.
So you are in the office, that little back room that they've sequestered for you. Everything's spread out around the table when the door is going to open, and Officer Landry will enter.
Do I have a board? I've always wanted a board.
Yeah, you have a board. You have a murder board.
I have a murder board.
You even have some
I want one
colored,
for real.
some red twine.
I should set one up and see what Mike does.
You should.
I should. Yeah. Okay, so Elina is just the usual, drinking the coffee, looking at everything, just like not really focused, just waiting for something to jump out.
Nice.
Almost literally.
All right, Alex, what do you do when you enter?
I'm gonna observe what she's doing. Slowly walk up and stand next to her, look at the board, go, "Morning."
Morning.
Can you please do me a favor, Alex, and make me a wits and an investigation roll looking at the board?
I can sure try. Two successes.
Okay, so you're going to notice a couple of things. Number one, you are going to notice a lot of reference to demons on there. Kelle, did you put the new demon name up there?
Yep.
There's a demon
Slapped
name
it in the center.
that you don't recognize
It's like,
right in the
why?
center of that.
Mm-mm.
And it sounds, I mean, demons are all weird, but like, this is kind of, you're definitely different. What's this one's name again?
Garar.
Was it Gadar?
Yes, Gadar. It's also Garar or Gadar, either
Okay.
or. I did look it
Okay.
up.
Oh, good.
It's
That's right. You did your research.
Yes.
I'm proud of
Yes,
you.
I did my research.
All right. So there is, it's a slightly different name than Valak or any of the other demon names that you've seen recently. And, yeah, it does kind of catch you a little bit. It's a little surprising to see something new up there that you hadn't heard of.
I recognize some of these, but what the hell is this one?
This one is an Islamic demon. I had this one shown to me last night in what may be a dream, maybe a night terror, maybe a vision. The only thing is, I don't know where it fits.
Sounds like you had a busy night then.
Yeah, it was a little distracting. Definitely not conducive to rest. But I mean, it might be important enough for if somebody's sending it to come visit me. But I also wonder if it's, I don't know, just something to try and throw me off.
Do you think it has ties to our...
I don't know. It doesn't seem like the two are connected in any way. It's two different societies, two different ethnicities, two different folklore systems. It's two entirely different mythologies. It doesn't make sense for them to be in the same case, let alone in the same place. So I don't know.
The door will open at this point, and Lillian will enter with a much fancier coffee in her hand that she brought into the station.
Yep, and she probably has 2 other coffees with her.
Oh, nice.
Because she's on the job,
Yeah,
so this is expense. Well, this is expense account. Like she's not actually going to pay for it at the end. She'll
Does anybody want to do a wits and empathy roll to see if they can detect a good mood on Lillian?
Hell yeah.
Sure.
All right. Ticket dice penalty equal to for every year you have been without the touch of a partner, take a -1 dice penalty.
God. I refuse to answer that question.
Alex is a minus. How old are you? Minus.
Oh.
Ooh, no, I'm kidding.
It's probably been a few years, so.
No, take a -2. Take a minus.
Wouldn't you be when
you just don't know what happiness looks like then. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, that's true.
Well, he's
I'm
a cop.
kidding.
They don't know. I'm
Yeah,
kidding. I'm so kidding. Friends who are
No
cops.
successes.
No successes. Honestly, guys never notice anyway.
Yeah.
It's true.
At least I've never.
No,
I'm.
Elina doesn't notice anything either. She's too focused.
Okay. All right. So you're too busy at your murder board.
Exactly. I'm shook from the weird dream.
All right. So shook from the weird dream,
Mm-hmm.
and
Alright.
Lillian will come in and drop some coffees off for you.
Figured
Oh.
I could bring something better than station coffee.
My hero.
Sorry, I'm a bit late.
Yeah.
And sorry, I missed the call. You two had to go do that by yourselves. I was a little tied up.
No, you didn't miss any. I don't know if you missed anything. I didn't miss anything because I didn't go either.
Yeah. Picks up the coffee. Thanks for that, by the way. She was a total
Sorry.
bitch.
Oh.
Well, journos. So
Can I take a look at the board?
Yeah, totally.
yeah, board's open. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I make a cult roll? Kelle?
Yeah, you can make me an intelligence and occult roll.
Perfect, which I get a +2 for my gut feeling.
Mhm.
Occult and intelligence. Occult. and int. Let me use my new Lillian dice.
Ooh, you got new Lillian dice.
Hmm?
You got new Lillian dice. Ooh. Oh,
Maybe
those.
so.
Yeah,
those
yeah,
are
yeah.
nice.
From Dragon Games.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Not sponsored, but they're a nice little place.
Yeah.
I need to get a D10 set one of these days.
Oh, dude.
10s automatically explode, right? In this game?
Yes, they do.
Sweet. Oh, +2. I forgot to roll the +2 dice. Doi. Okay, those rolled. 2 successes.
2 successes. Looking at this, you're going to get a sense of things as well as seeing that there's an Islamic demon on the board. Now, that was not there the day before. Looking at it, you'll have a rough idea of what this is. A female demon, goat, genital mutilation. You know, the
Usually
usual.
male victims.
Usually male victims. The type of demon you never want to tell to go eat a dick because they will.
Why do we have an Islamic demon on the board now? That's new.
Because that's what came to visit me last night.
Oh.
Yeah. But why?
What did the demon want? Did they say anything?
The usual warning you, turning all your anxieties into fears, trying to get you to believe that the voice, that nagging voice in the back of your mind is actually right. And, the usual look at all this gross shit and make you barf. Night terror, sleep paralysis. But I just, why? Why an Islamic demon? It doesn't fit. I mean, yes, we have the mutilation of bodies, but this is usually a female presenting demon going after male victims.
Yes, not
unreasonable for it to swap the other way. I mean, but it doesn't fit with what was the name of the name? Valak?
Balak, yeah.
Valak. It's a different mythology. It's a different culture. It doesn't make sense.
Can I get anyone here who wants to? You can make me let's see. Make me a wits and investigation or wits and empathy roll.
Maybe the
I'll
coffee's
do
kicking
wits
now and I can
and
think clearer.
Investigation.
Wits.
Yeah. Investigation.
Wits and investigation, sure.
Okay. I'm looking for many.
Ones don't
successes.
subtract in this system, right?
They do not.
I was just gonna ask because I rolled the 2 10s and a 1 right after that. So 2 successes.
One success then.
Okay, the 10s re-roll. Don't forget.
Twice.
Okay.
Oh, I know. It
Second-
exploded twice. That was the only successes I got was the 10s. Everything else did not succeed.
Nice. All right.
Do I add one more for proficiency in investigation? Or just
No.
my 3 dots?
You just add your
Okay,
3 dots.
that's
If you have a
fine.
specialty in there,
Just
you
add my
do.
3 dots. Yes, that's what I mean. Specialty. Yes. Okay, so I do.
So what's your investigation specialty?
My investigation specialty is cryptography.
So no.
No?
So don't add
okay.
that.
Okay. I will take out one of the 6. I will take out one of the 10s because that's only fair. So I have 3 successes. I have 1 10 left. So yeah, 3 successes.
3 successes. And that was so. You're all going to clue into this, but Elina's going to clue into it first. Looking at this board, it's not connected to Valak directly. The mythologies don't cross
No.
over.
Mm-mm.
Like I said last game, it feels like people are pulling demons out of almost like a book of demons. like one of the types you used to be able to get at bookstores. You know, the Big Book of Angels, the Big Book of Demons. Hell, I have one of those books on my bookshelf in real life for reference for occult writing.
Yep.
But that's not the commonality here.
No.
The link of this case is you. Looking at this,
You as in all of us, or you meaning me?
perhaps both, but definitely you,
Okay.
personally.
Definitely.
You're the link in this case. Lillian, you will come to a similar with 2 successes. Looking at it, did you roll empathy or investigation?
I rolled investigation.
Okay, so with investigation, you would have thought as well that the mythologies, Judeo-Christian mythology and demonology, are linked, obviously, but if you're drawing demons from different areas, it does seem a little... It's like matching fashion, almost, right? Like, everybody has a style, everybody has...
Hodgepodge.
It's hodgepodge, you know? If you're evoking, like, you know, the Thrones, you're not necessarily going to be evoking, like, Crowleyan angels. It just seems a little gauche. But with that in mind, looking at this, it seems like someone did this specifically. This isn't runoff. This is targeted. And Alex, looking at this real quick, and after a couple of comments between you as you're kind of like poking at this, the only thing that keeps popping into your head is what you said to Captain Silva earlier. There's a leak. Someone knows you're investigating this. Does that all make sense?
Someone knows. Someone knows Elina's investigating.
Well, they know
She's there, or-
they know to send a night terror to you. If this wasn't just a manifestation of your own subconscious. So either the demon inhabiting our good architect sent it to you, or well, perhaps.
How does that
friends on
work?
the
Like,
inside.
you know, how does a demon of one mythology, you know, call upon? And this is, you know, me seriously asking: can they call upon demons of other mythologies? Are they all interconnected in that Jungian philosophy, or, you know, is it like a union? Do they have to, you know,
Yeah.
call up
You
and
know,
ask
if
permission?
the
you know, like,
Judeo-Christian
hey,
demons
can you
strike, then they
do
can
me a
call up the
favor?
Teamsters Union.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then they call up like the Shinto spirits, and the Shinto spirits go on strike. Yeah, no, it's a cascade
Right.
effect, really, to get better treatment
Yeah.
for demons.
It's like Cabin in the Woods. It's everybody, you know, they're all
Yeah,
networked.
exactly. It's all on the
Yeah. Okay.
you know, who had Islamic demons for April. So looking
Right.
at that, this just feels kind of off. This feels
Yeah.
particularly focused on you. You spend the better part of an hour looking at this and going over some of the details of the case, trying to mark out places to check in on, things to do. What do you come up with? What do you think is the next thing that should be investigated? It's almost 10 o'clock at this point.
Almost
I
at
think
a
we need to
point where
go. We need to go to him, try and see if we can attend a meeting at the Narcotics Anonymous.
right.
The station actually might not be a bad place to start. There's a leak in our investigation.
Well,
Mhm.
go snooping around. Front a bunch of police officers. I'm sure that'll go well.
Well, the journalist
Different
is getting
call.
information from somebody that knows we're investigating all this. You even had
Yes, I
details
guess
that
that
my
could
partner's on
be
sabbatical.
grounds for bringing people in for questioning. Yeah, I guess that could make sense. I just don't want to get barred from this wonderful precinct. It's so lovely.
A little bit of the plaster
The
above your
captain
head
has asked.
cracks and dusts as you say that.
Well, the captain has given me permission to look into the issue.
Okay.
I think you could get information out of people.
What? Me? Information? No. Yeah. Why don't we set up an interrogation room, book one, and see if we can talk to some people. What do you want to start with? The photographer?
Photographer would be my first guess. It could be anybody that had access to the crime scene. I can try to see if any of the computers have information if anyone was dumb enough to send anything out through our centers to the to our journalist friend.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like a great idea. Go talk to your security IT department. See if if anyone was stupid enough, or if anyone brought work home that they shouldn't have. That would have been a good reason to be suspicious, I'm sure.
Could be a trail.
Yes, I do have an appointment for lunch, so I will have to leave for that, but I can interrogate people before and after.
Sounds good. I'll see if I can narrow our suspects any.
Sounds good to me. Alex, I want you to go ahead and how are you going to do this? Are you just going to kind of like ask around, get some info?
Oh, does he want to ask? He has hacking, so he has permission. He might actually try to go into the system, see if he can find anyone's trail.
Okay. Are you going to go talk to IT to get permissions to do this?
Yeah, I want to talk to IT, see, have them start looking into people's emails to see if they've been downloading or sending anything off they shouldn't have.
So I want you to go ahead. I want you to make me a presence plus status roll.
That's
so you should
not
have
great.
and add a +1 to it because you have Silva's blessing on this.
Oh, and willpower adds 3 dice.
It does, yes.
I will do that too.
Okay. You'll spend the better part of the morning going and talking to IT. Let's go ahead and make that roll. Let's see how well you do.
Oh, yeah.
Is that good?
5 successes.
Okay, an exceptional success.
Nice.
You head in and you have a sit down with David Lynn. David Lynn being the head of IT down there. Asian man, pushing 50, like pretty kick-ass goatee mustache that he almost rocks. He doesn't quite. He's trying. He's his clothes are pretty baggy. He's lost about 60 pounds this year. Well, since fall, so he's been working out pretty heavily. Got really big into CrossFit after his divorce, and is really getting pretty fit. But he's got that kind of like wan look that comes from rapid weight loss. And as you come in, he's just like, "Hey, it's the man himself. How's it going, Officer Landry? Can I get you a Diet Coke or something?"
And I'm good right now. How you doing, David? How's the workouts going?
Oh, man. Oh, kettlebell swings are kicking my ass, but my glutes, oh my God. Don't ask me to stand up right now. I'd stand to greet you, officer, but my hammies are not happy with me. Oh, man, you're looking good yourself, though.
totally
You've
get
been, do you do pull-ups, chin-ups? Like, your shoulders are wider.
Yeah.
That's good. What can I do for you, man?
Still keeping shape.
You should come out to CrossFit.
I need some help.
I got this place, the Foundry. I go to this place called Foundry, man. It is just the best. I've got it's not as good as Anvil. It's a little bit better than Forge, and not quite as good as Yellow 19. But like, ooh, come out to Foundry. Come on, I'll get you ripped.
If they ever give me some time off, we'll chat about it.
Yeah, okay. But trust me, I can get you with my trainer Javier. Javier, oh god, man, you'll have the bitches all over you.
Vanilla.
Or the
need your
guys,
help
whatever
with
works.
with some stuff.
Yeah, what's up? What can I do for
We
you?
need your help for something.
Yeah.
There's people taking pictures of the crime scene from the Hicks case. We don't know if they've been taking them home.
Shit, your case? Like your murder case?
Someone's leaking them. Someone's getting either down in it and trying to get some publicity with the journalists. Or trying to get in bed with them. I don't know. Can you find out who it is?
Yeah. Have we both seen Pam Anderson's sex tape? Yeah, we have. We can do this.
That's right.
You're like, I think that kind of goes right over your head at that point. I don't think Alex is old enough to remember that.
Nope.
Oh, this guy's sad. He just turned into that guy from Dexter in my head by accident.
Sweet summer child, Alex.
Sweet summer child.
Oh my
so yeah,
goodness.
you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Whose name escapes me though, because I haven't watched Dexter in quite a while, except for the new season, which was a choice. It was okay.
It was mid.
It was mid. It was aggressively mid. All right, so Alex, he goes, come on, pull up a chair, Kendra's out today, so you can totally just pull up a seat and we can do this.
We
So-
pull up a chair and sit down.
So, do you have a list of everybody who was working on your case? Who was there at the time? I mean, let me just pull some records. Okay. Crime scene photographer at the time was Miles Sandu. Oh, the guy with the hair plugs.
Oh, gotcha.
Babyface, hair plugs. Looks like he started going bald at 10. Like that guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, no shame, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. Like, okay. Well, let's take a look. Yeah, feel free. Like, I gotta supervise to make sure you don't go anywhere you're not supposed to, but like, yeah, let's do this. So,
All right.
Alex, you may make me an intelligence and computers roll with a +5 bonus because David's just gonna hang out with you the whole time and give you access because of your exceptional success.
Good job, Traz.
Thank you. Finally, some dice are playing nice.
Right, I was gonna say.
0 successes on this roll.
Thankfully, no. It scared me for a minute. I was like, "Oh, don't do this to me."
I was gonna
2
say,
successes.
don't summon it.
2 successes? Okay.
3 successes.
So looking into this, you are going to see no emails. He's definitely smart if he's doing that. But what you are going to see is you are going to see that from his home terminal he did log in and out of his own email account, which I guess you can do. You're checking your own personal email at work, which is probably not a no-no on police computers. What do you think, Kelle? I mean, you have your phone for a reason.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's good. It's civil
personally,
service.
It's probably not a big deal. If it is, they would block it. So no, I don't think it's an issue.
Okay, so
It wasn't an issue when I was interning at the Attorney General's office. So I think it's probably
okay,
fine.
fair. So okay, log to personal email. Man, I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing this, man. Okay, well, we've got remote access over all the computers in the precinct here, just in case we need to like pull files or anything like that, or do any shutdowns or all sorts of stuff, right? So I've got remote access to him right now, and I gotta be honest with you, like, Alex, I shouldn't be doing this for you, but like, you're my boy, so like, he didn't log out of his Facebook account, so I can just accidentally open it here. I'm gonna go get a cup of. I'm gonna get another Diet Coke. Do you want a Diet Coke, Alex? Are you thirsty?
Yeah, I'm a little thirsty. Could you give me
Okay,
one?
man. I'm just gonna accidentally. Oh, what? I'm sorry. And he hits a couple of buttons, and a Facebook window is going to pop up. And he's gonna get up and stretch. Oh man, you know, I've had too much Diet Coke. I think I'm gonna go take a leak. You know, drain the old lizard, and I'll see you in a minute, bud. Don't touch
All right.
anything that don't touch anything. And he's gonna walk off.
Don't say it. Just keeps his hand up till he leaves. Then he'll jump onto the computer.
Yep. So go ahead and make me a wits and computer rolls to try to quickly find the information you need.
Will hacking apply to this?
I'll give it to you, although this is like the weakest definition of hacking in the history of ever.
I'm in.
It's literally like, ready? Here, listen. I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah.
That works.
Click, click. Your mouse clicks. You're in.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, so you're going to just quickly scan his inbox. You're going to see his message history, and there is a message string from Jay Bailey.
Mm-hmm. I want to open that.
It has like a bunch of like nudes in it.
Nice.
That can I get a wits and composure roll real quick?
With some composure. All right.
Yeah. And do it at a +1 because you actively dislike this woman.
Four successes.
4, 6. This isn't her. There are a bunch of shots that are taken like from the chin down or from like the nose down, but like the girl in the picture kind of has like the same build, but like has like a mole, and you're pretty sure one of them has a different hair color, but it's just bad lighting. So it looks like she was sending flirtatious nudes of other people. And he's
Of course
responding
she
with a
was.
lot of like, oh, that's hot. Oh, baby. B with a bunch of Y's.
Scroll.
And then you'll see some tags of like, yeah, email them here. And it's her private email.
Cool. I want to take a picture of that with my phone.
Okay. There's also an e-transfer,
Any-
okay? Question. Where she's asking whether or not an e-transfer is okay to him. He provides a phone number to e-transfer to.
Nice.
Now, quick reminder. This is technically a violation of his rights. So be careful. But then again,
Right.
blackmail's fun. So enjoy. Nobody clipped
I
that.
love that.
It's everyone's favorite. Blackmail.
Blackmail. Surprise. It's blackmail.
I mean, you thought it was ice cream. Nope, blackmail.
It's the ice cream truck.
So taking a look, you're going to screen cap all of that, Alex?
Yep.
All right. So that's going to take you the better part of an hour or so to deal with that. Spending most of the morning looking into this. Lillian and Elina, what are you doing?
So as soon as Alex gets a name, I think Lillian will book an interrogation, try and book an interrogation room and have a little chit chat.
Okay. Elina, are you going to be in on that? Are you guys going to work together? Are you going to
No,
good cop, bad cop it? No.
she wouldn't be allowed to, because it would if they're investigating other officers, she wouldn't be allowed to sit in on that. But Elina would like to see if she can talk to Valak again,
Okay.
if that's possible.
So he has he might still be in holding there. So 2 interrogation room scenes back to back.
Yep.
You bring the information back,
Brooklyn
and
Nine-Nine.
as you so Alex, I'm going to say that you're in the viewing room, and the viewing room conveniently looks in on both.
There we go.
For ease for the audience.
Yep.
You get one of the fun ones where you can do that. And even though that does not probably work that way, but you know what? It does for this, because it allows us to have dynamic cutting between scenes.
We're in World of Darkness, not real life.
And most interrogation rooms, they have cameras, so you can just be at wherever you're at your
Fair.
workstation and be watching.
Fair.
Oh, yeah, he
whoever's
could be looking up
interrogating whichever
information
feed.
and beep beep
Yeah.
beep.
Lillian, you're sitting inside of the interrogation room when the door opens, and a man with about 20 pounds more on him than he should have, barely 30, fairly round face, looks like everybody's little brother, but has quite a sharp receding hairline that kind of abruptly ends in a straight line of hair that is unnaturally straight. Like, you're getting the sense that it's either a toupee or hair plugs. He is going to enter. He kind of smiles at you with big, kind of like round cheeks. He's got about a day of stubble growth. And hi, I'm. Am I supposed to be here? I'm Miles Sandu.
Yes. Just the man I wanted to talk to. How are you doing today?
I was just about to go on my lunch break. Should I have my supervisor here, or what is this about? I was just told to come down to the room. Do you need something, photo taken or something?
I just wanted to get just routine interrogation for the case. You were the crime scene photographer for my client's case, correct?
You mean Hicks?
Yes.
Yeah, I was.
Wonderful. And no one else has access to those photos, right?
Yeah, lots of people. My supervisor, other people.
Yes, but outside the
crime lab.
precinct, no one has access to those photos, right?
I mean, like eventually they go to some of them go to the press, sometimes.
Yes.
Like.
But right now we're having a media blackout.
Yeah. What's this about?
Does the name? She would know the name. I'm skimming through the notes. It's Jamie. What's
Jacqueline
her
Bailey.
last? Sorry, what?
Jacqueline Bailey.
Jacqueline Bailey. Oh, I was thinking Jamie.
All right, Robin. We are going
Yes.
to enter social combat, social maneuvering.
Ooh.
All right. So first,
Roll better than me.
I
So
will
we're gonna-
try.
we're gonna enter our first impressions. What I would like you to do for first impressions is I can never find first impressions. Okay, so the number of doors is equal to the lower of your resolve or composure. Those are your hit points for this. Okay?
Okay, so lower of resolve or composure.
Yeah, so what's my difficulty?
Your
What's your-
difficulty.
how many doors do you
They're
have?
both 2.
Okay, sounds good. Same with him.
Okay.
If So if this would add 1 to yours because this goes against your aspiration of winning this case. If you lose this, doors must be opened 1 at a time. You can also force doors using hard leverage. And basically try to intimidate him. What we are going to do is take a look here and
oh my goodness.
so what would you like to do to set the set your first impression with him? What role would you like to use?
Quick question.
Yeah.
Can I use some of my endowments?
Which ones?
I would like to use Gaze of the Penitent.
Yes, you may. Let's. Okay, we're out of social maneuvering because Gaze the Penitent is going to bypass.
Oh.
No, that's fine.
What's
Yeah,
that do?
I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Okay, so I'm just pulling that
To
up
do
right
that.
now.
So it's wits, empathy versus
that's a
his
good one.
resolve, and the victim feels on a success for me. The victim feels a burning desire to repent all his sin and seek forgiveness. Suffers from the guilty conditioning. Auditioning for the rest of the scene, the Lucifuge gains a +2 on social rules against her victim.
Okay, so you're going to spend a willpower. You're going to roll wits plus empathy versus 2.
Yep.
Oh.
Empathy.
Ooh. Okay.
Can I? So, if I spend another willpower, that can give me another 3 dice.
So you're spending willpower to activate it, so no.
Okay, so that's what I was wondering. Okay. 3 successes.
Okay. So, as he looks at you, kind of his hand wavering on the door, you're going to look up at him. And do you say anything when you activate this?
Yeah, she's going to say, does the name Jacqueline Bailey ring any bells?
And as we hold on your eyes for a moment, what color are Lillian's eyes normally?
Her eyes are normally blue.
The blue is going to wash out as brimstone and fire are going to flicker, overtaking the blue and turning bright red. And as we focus on that, we switch to the other interrogation room. Bryce Lewis Hicks has been handcuffed and leg cuffed into his place at the steel table, which itself has been bolted into the ground. There are armed guards at the door, a pair of officers, and they're going to let you in.
Thank you.
Hey, just so you know, we're moving him to a more secure lockup later today, so
Okay.
do what you can. One of the officers says.
Okay. Has he been a problem or anything? What's he been like in holding?
Just violent offenders like that, you know. We don't have the facilities for that here.
Right.
Yeah.
But how has he been? Has he been? What's his behavior been like? Has he been okay? Or
The female officer who's watching the other side of the door is going to go like that.
okay,
And
she'll
looking
look
in.
in.
He's
What's he doing?
sitting with his head in his hands.
Oh. Okay.
Quiet as a church mouse, she says.
Okay. Thanks. Is he handcuffed together? Sorry, or is he?
He is
just,
handcuffed together
hanging?
in front of the table. So, like, it's got the rivet on top of the table, his cuffs there.
Yeah.
So he's got to reach.
Yeah.
He could probably reach to the midpoint of the table, but not beyond it. And he's also cuffed to a bracket in the floor.
Okay. Would he be able to like lift a water bottle too?
Yes, he can. He can basically do this, and he can reach about a foot, but that's it.
Okay. All right, so she's going to bring in 2 water bottles, with her, and a notebook, whatnot. So.
And as you open the door, he's going to jerk up slightly with surprise. Oh.
Hi, Mr. Hicks. I'm sorry if I startled you. Do you mind if we talk for a little bit?
Sure. That'd be nice.
Okay.
Have we met before? Your face looks familiar.
We did briefly, but it was right after you were brought in. I'm Elina Ekstrom. I'm from the FBI. I was asked to come in and sit in on the investigation with Vancouver Police.
Well, welcome to Canada.
Well, thank you.
Hey.
Do you mind if I sit down?
No, please sit down.
Thanks.
If you'd be more comfortable.
Yes, thank you. Would you like some water? I brought a bottle for you if you'd like one. It's nice and cool.
Yes. Please. Yeah, I'd like that a lot.
Sure. Okay. Do you need me to take the cap off for you? It's
yeah, I don't
sealed.
really. I can't quite.
Yeah, it's a little awkward. Okay. She'll open it and just set it kind of just in front. He can reach it, but it's not going to be close enough for.
He's gonna he'll finger it over into his hands and will slowly take a sip, kind of sucking the bottle since he can't really quite get a good angle off it.
She'll sit down. How are you feeling?
Tired.
Yes.
I'm not getting much sleep. I guess that's to be expected.
Yes, it's. I mean, they don't make it easy to sleep in jails. Once you're transferred, you might have a little bit easier time of it. Just general holding, it's a little bit of a. It's like being in the emergency room at the hospital. It's a little bit activity all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty busy. A lot of drunk people and Should I have my lawyer here?
You can if you'd like. I'm not here to ask you anything about the incident or about any of that. So
Okay.
This isn't a case where this isn't an instance where I have to read you your rights. This isn't a formal interview of any sort.
Okay.
I'm just here to see how you're doing.
How can I help you, Miss Ekstrom?
Has the voice changed?
Yeah. He seems quiet, humble. Demeanor is slouched.
But like in the last 2 in the last 2 minutes, in the last 2 sentences, did his voice just change? Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, I'm wondering if you have any. Well, there's a couple things I'm just wondering about some of the information that's come up, and just wondering what you might know about it, or if it's familiar to you at all. Does the name Valak ring any bells? Mean anything for you?
No.
No.
Should it?
And how does he? No, I don't know. I'm just wondering if it does. What's his demeanor like as she asks him that?
Pretty shocked. He seems to be in a bit of shock right now. If you want to do me a favor, you can roll me a wits and subterfuge roll to try to detect, or you can roll wits and empathy.
What works better for? Oops. I don't have a lot of empathy. I don't have subterfuge either, so
Oh, probably
go with
playing
wits and
sleepy
empathy.
characters as I end up yawning a lot.
Yeah.
Are you?
Right, and then the urge to not yawn is strong.
Mhm.
It's strong. The urge to yawn for me is strong all the time. Okay, so it's oh, okay, yeah, it is just 3 dice. Okay. Oh, I got a success out of that. Okay,
He seems.
1 success.
He seems. You're not sensing any deception. He seems genuinely in shock, genuinely cowed
Okay.
and placid, and exhausted.
Okay. It's not a name you've heard before, then. So
I don't think so.
no.
Should it be?
You tell me. It's just one of those things. I'm just wondering if it does or not. It's a name that came up, and just trying to see if we can narrow down where if it fits in or not.
If I remember anything, I'll let you know. But no.
Okay. How about the Lucifuge? Does that sound familiar?
I don't know anybody by that name. Is that Italian?
It's sometimes it's a group name. This is one of those secret society kind of things. It's not
Like
familiar. Never
Like
heard
the
of that.
Illuminati?
Yeah, maybe. But so not familiar.
I don't believe in the Illuminati.
Well, yeah, nobody does.
Yeah.
Ever hear of a group referred to as Les Enfants Terribles? I know I'm just throwing. It probably sounds really weird that I'm just throwing some weird
in a
names
video
and terms
game.
out to you.
They were bad guys in this video game I played when I was in college. Metal Gear.
Oh? Mm-hmm. Metal Gear. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Metal Gear 2, I think, or 3.
Yeah.
4.
Okay.
I don't know. I am gonna be honest. I played a lot of video games and smoked a lot of pot in university, so I don't really remember. But I remember the name because it was like the only French in the entire game. It was kind of weird.
Okay. How about the name Gadar or Garar?
It's like the chocolate people, right?
I think you're thinking Girardelli, maybe? It sounds similar. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's similar.
Yeah, sorry. I don't think so.
That's okay. No, that's okay.
I might have worked with a guy named Gadar. Like a I think maybe in billing, I think we have a guy name that sounds like that.
But it's not something that
Maybe it's Good Deed.
Maybe read about, familiar with, mythology kind of things.
I don't believe in that kind of stuff.
That kind of stuff, like
they told me that when they brought me in, I was screaming about like demons and monsters and stuff. I don't believe in any of that stuff. I don't know what was on. I think someone spiked whatever I took, and I don't know. I think I was having a bad trip.
Yeah, probably would feel like that. Have you been experiencing any incidents where you've been missing time or losing time?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I woke up this morning in jail, and the last thing I remember, I was having a couple of friends come over to my place to relax, and
Hmm.
um
What day was that? Do you remember?
Wednesday, Thursday,
Wednesday, Thursday. Okay.
something like that.
What day is it now?
Now it's probably, I think it's Monday or Tuesday. So this is
Okay.
because I believe the murder was found on a Friday. I believe you guys
Mm-hmm.
worked through the
So he
weekend.
Yeah.
This would have been a day or
Okay,
two
so-
before. Whatever
yeah,
day
so-
he gives
so
you is a day or
Wednesday.
two before the crime.
Yeah. Okay. And do you know what day it is now?
They said it was Monday, I think, or Tuesday.
Yes, it's Monday. So you don't remember anything since possibly Thursday.
No. I don't even know why I'm here. I mean, I kind of know, like, people have muttered something. They're saying that I hurt people.
You haven't been told why you're here,
Not this morning.
and you don't remember coming in at all.
No.
Okay. Well, Mr. Hicks, you are being held right now because you're suspected of murder. There were two women found in your apartment.
But
I know it's going to probably be very difficult hearing that. Like I said, I'm not here to ask you about the incident, so it's not an incident. This isn't a case where you need to have your lawyer. If you'd like to have your lawyer with you, that's it's completely fine. We can get your lawyer here to see you. Actually, she's in the building. So this is a bit of a shock.
I probably should soon.
Okay, I can make sure that
I
that she
think
comes and
I think
speaks
I'd
with
like
you.
to talk to my lawyer.
Sure.
Can I speak to my lawyer? Please.
Absolutely. Can I ask you one last question, if you don't mind?
Okay.
Okay. I'd like to speak with Valak. Can you
And
let me
as-
speak with Valak?
Okay. As you say that, he's going to kind of just look at you, and his head's going to tilt a little to the side in confusion. And can I get Lillian to please make me a manipulation and persuasion or intimidation roll, +2 plus your striking looks.
Okay, so manipulation or
Or
manipulation and persuasion or intimidation.
intimidation, depending on how you're going about this.
I would like to persuade, so that would be +2 plus striking looks.
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 7, 9, 11. Okay.
11 dice. Let's do it.
11 dice. So 11 dice,
Mhm.
1 success.
Okay.
There's a lot
Whoa.
of 7s and 6s. There's a lot of 7s and 6s.
In Mage, this would have been great.
Oh, it would have been fantastic in Mage. But that's 1 success.
Okay. So we're going to cut back to your room with him, and he's going to... How fucked am I?
I'll be honest, doesn't look great. But
Oh.
if you come clean now, there'll probably be less than if it comes out later. So, cooperation now will get you a lot farther than late. If we have to find out ourselves for other means.
Do I need to talk to a lawyer? Look, lady, I need my job. Okay, I got a brother who's addicted to whippets, and I gotta help feed his hobby, or his treatment, or his fuck, man. I just bought a new car.
Well, you're in luck, because you're looking at a lawyer right now.
Yeah, but you're like their lawyer, man. Like,
I'm everyone's lawyer.
You represent me?
Depends.
Look, I a couple of, I didn't think a couple of pictures would matter, right? Like they were gonna make it out anyway, and like, I'm not the only one who does it. I just thought that, you know, like, I could use the extra money. I just bought a Tesla, and I'm kind of behind on the payments, and fuck.
Well, anyone else have access to your computer, camera? Couldn't be you that sent these photos, potentially.
Yeah, Damien, Damien Weiss.
Mm-hmm.
He also works, there. He's a real piece of shit. He takes, like, murder photos and photos from, like when girls come in and they get photos for their kits, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He sells that to, like, porn sites for people who like to, you know. He's a real sick fuck. You know, I just took some murder photos and, you know, like, the whole department's fucked, man. Like, I could help you tear it apart. Just don't fire me.
I'm not gonna fire you.
Oh.
I just want to
Lillian.
know who's leaking information out of...
Everybody. Lillian, make me a composure roll.
Okay.
And do me a favor. How many dots of endowments do you have?
I have 3 dots of endowments.
Okay. Then composure plus 3, please.
My dice are cursed. That's funny. I rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on 5 dice.
Cool.
No
Take
successes.
a point of bashing damage.
Cool. Can I make this a dramatic failure for a beat?
Okay, that sounds great. Take a point of lethal damage.
Cool.
As you are sitting there, you are going to start hearing this noise. It's going to echo throughout the chamber. It's going to echo through the concrete. And it's this high-pitched whine that's going to rise and rise. And as he talks to you, his voice is going to start sounding distant and underwater. And he's going to start saying something to you and kind of like gesturing toward you and like takes a step toward you enough that you're going to kind of startle back like a cat. at his approach. And he's going to point down, and there's going to be this horrible shriek to your head, and you're going to feel warm down your neck and chest, and you are gushing blood out of your nose. Are you okay? Are you okay? Elina, do me a favor. Make me a wits and composure roll.
Wits composure.
Oh, you've angered the demons! You've angered the demons, Elina!
I just want to talk. I'm just talking nice. You know, we're just talking between friends here. Wits and composure.
I love that.
It's great.
1, 2, 3. One of those is a 10. Just 3.
3. All right, that
3
sounds great.
success.
Can I get all 3 of you to make me an initiative roll, please?
Oh yeah.
We what is
How do I
initiative?
So that is a
This is
D10.
tough.
You're gonna roll a D10,
Yeah.
and you're gonna
Mhm.
add your initiative modifier, which should be your
Right.
wits and
Oh
composure.
right, yes.
That's right. Yeah. Wits composure.
Right.
So
Yes.
it's 1 dice. 1
Yeah.
dice total.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad.
All right. So
Would
go
my
ahead
danger sense apply to this?
yes, it can. Add a +2 to that, please. I will also not make you make a roll while you're monitoring. Okay. So what'd you get, Kelle?
6, 8, 3 is 11.
Okay. All right. And Traz, what'd you get?
Also 11.
Okay.
That's all great on the
So what are your initiative? What's your initiative bonus? Kelle and Traz.
Do I have
That
a
just the
bonus?
mod?
What's my initiative bonus?
Yeah, so your initiative mod, your the total
Oh.
of your composure
6.
and wits.
Oh,
Well, you had-
initiative mod is dexterity and composure.
Sorry, dex and composure. You're right. Dex and-
Yeah, same.
Oh,
Yeah.
dex.
5.
5?
Same as my wits.
Does that
Yeah.
change your
Composure,
roll, Traz?
also 6.
So,
Say that
Kelle,
again?
you said 5?
I said 5.
Okay, so
6 for me.
and Elina, as you are sitting there across the table from him, he's going to like look up at you and tilt his head to the side. I'm sorry?
I'd like to speak with Balak.
Why would you want to... Why would you want to do that? What makes you think he'd want to speak to you? And he's going to blink, and his eyes are black.
Mm-hmm.
And can you do me a favor? We're going to go into initiative right now.
Okay.
Elina, please do me a favor. What's your defense score?
My defense score is
The lower of your dex and wits plus your athletics.
my wits and my dex are the same. So,
Okay, so it's-
that is
so
going
it's-
to be
Probably 3.
it's 3. Yeah, it's 3.
All right. Right, there we go. Okay. He's going to laugh, and his eyes are going to go completely black, and he's going to pull back on his wrists and slam his palms into the base of the table. And then the table is bolted to the floor, but the bolts are old. And there's a ripping noise as the table comes clear, and he is going to hit you with the table, sliding across the floor into your rib cage. You are going to feel a horrible oof. You're going to take 2 points of lethal damage
Okay.
as this table clips you right under the breasts, right at the ribs, and slams you backward. Lillian, you are going to look up from this horrible nosebleed and notice that the wall shakes next to you. The next room over, something just impacted the wall very hard. And you know that you saw Elina go into that room.
Yeah. I think she's gonna hold her nose, and she's gonna be like,
Are you okay?
she'll, I'm fine. We'll talk later, and I will need your help taking down this whole precinct. And she's gonna run next door and flick him a card as she leaves.
Okay, so rushing to the door, the officers there are fairly stunned. They are acting on lowest initiative. And are going to turn as they hear that and go, what the fuck, as you run up. What do you do? Looking through the window, you see that Elina is slammed back against the wall, a metal table grinding into her ribcage.
And there's a bunch of people around that can see.
Yep. There are a pair of officers standing at the door, and there's a monitor room nearby.
She's gonna run into the room to try and help Elina.
Okay. All right, so...
And she's gonna go... This is not how we treat our interrogators.
And as you say that, the man's head is going to turn over his shoulder with the horrible sound of like twisting a rotisserie chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And is going to look at you. And what languages do you speak?
I speak Italian and English.
You can make me an intelligence roll to get the vibe of what this is. So just roll me intelligence, please.
Okay. Oh, not. My new dice have forsaken me. That's no successes.
No successes. So
She
one
fails.
sec.
I don't know why my dice are so angry, Trails.
So he looks over his shoulder and smiles at you. Diabolus raptor matris tue. He says to you. And it causes a little bit of a fright in you. So your action is going to be leaving running, so you took a double move to get in here. Alex,
Yeah.
you were prepared for this, so you are already opening the door to the monitoring room. Stepping into the hallway, you see a couple of the officers have rushed, or are trying to rush in after Lillian. What do you do?
You look at the officer and say, you two, restrain Hicks, now. And he wants to run into the room and try to push the table off Elina.
Okay, sounds good. Can you make me a strength and athletics roll to try to push it away? You take a plus one. Did you add plus one die from your equipment bonus from working out earlier?
I didn't. You're right.
Ooh.
Still two.
Still two? Okay, you are going to start to pry it away from Elena. You're going to see that there is a line of blood on her shirt from where it impacted. And you're going to start pulling it away. This fucker's strong, though. And you're able to pull it off of her, but not to, like, push it back into place. Elena, what do you do?
I would like to... Hang on. Get back to my PDF here. I would like to activate Speed of Thought.
Okay. What does that do? How does that work?
Okay.
So it costs a point of lethal damage.
Page one. Yeah, page one.
Okay.
So it means that I can move to the top of the initiative order, but I don't need to.
Oh, so this actually won't help you in this circumstance though, because your wits and dex are the same
really?
score.
Yeah, I mean, I could, but it means that she becomes hyper aware, and time kind of slows down, and she can think faster than things are happening. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Agent.
Oh,
The agent
lasts for a
kicks their
scene
nervous
though.
system.
That's okay. That's really cool. I didn't realize it
Yeah.
lasts for a scene.
Yeah.
So the
Kicks
defense
their
part of
nervous
it's not
system
as
into
useful.
overdrive.
So we'll
No,
need to
not
buy
as
up your
useful,
wits or
but at
decks
least I
after the
can-
session.
Yeah. Yeah, details come through with crystal clarity, and time itself almost seems to slow, though they're bound by physical limitations as they struggle to cope with the flood of information crashing into
Okay.
their mind, but it's a bit of an edge. Maybe I
Okay,
can
so that means at the beginning of a new round,
overthink
you
my way out.
can jump to the top of the initiative order. Okay,
I
so that's a
can.
reflexive. What else would you like to do? So
Mhm.
take a point of lethal damage.
Okay, so that's 3.
Your ears are going to start to bleed a little bit as you focus your mind.
Okay, I want to see, is there a way that I can kind of just get out from where this table is
Yes.
and try and get out of the room? Okay. Do I want to leave the room? I don't want to leave the room just yet because I don't want him to think that I'm running away, but I want to
You
get
can go
myself
full.
out of...
You can go full defense.
Yeah, I'll go defense.
So you'll double your defense basically against any
Yep.
incoming attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the officers are going to enter the scene and they are going to attempt to tase him. So that is going to be
You're just gonna make him mad. Ugh.
okay. That is a taser
Drug
impact
him.
from one of them. That is a taser impact from the other one. They are going to draw and go clear, 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 and he is going to go down.
Okay.
He hits the ground, curling up into the fetal position as the tasers make their mark and fill him with, oh god, what is that? 30,000 volts times 2, something like that. He's going, and as he is curled up, he is going to look up at you and smile and go,
Yeah.
and is going to blink
Got my
his
answer.
eyes back to their normal blue-gray and start crying and screaming. Oh god, oh Jesus, oh dear, oh god, oh god.
Get a medic, get an ambulance now. He needs medical attention.
It's just a little shock, he'll be
You might
fine.
need some too.
No, he needs medical attention. Get him some Thorazine or something.
Just get her out of here, okay? We'll take care of this.
I'm fine.
Landry, get her out of here.
I'm
Copy.
going.
Hey, Purple.
Adrenaline's working too hard.
This
The
is my
female cop.
client. I'm going to stay with him. Your officers used. Oh, what's the word? Robin's blanking. They used too much.
Unnecessary
What's the
force?
word? Yeah, they used unnecessary force on my client.
He ripped the fucking table out of the ground,
argue.
lady.
Yeah. It's a good argument. Yeah.
Yeah, one taser would have been enough. If he didn't go down, then use the fucking second taser and said you've pumped him with 60,000 volts of electricity. I'm staying with my fucking client until he gets some medical.
Make me a presence plus intimidation roll. Add +2.
Perfect. Mm-hmm. Presence plus intimidation +2. Let's try a different set of dice and see if they like me. Oh. That's better. 2 successes this time.
Fine, then just stay the fuck out of the way.
I will. I just want to be near my client.
Out in the hallway, Alex and Elina, what do you do?
She's coming down off the adrenaline high.
And you are
Ekstrom,
quite
are
hurt.
We should
Sorry?
go. You need medical assistance.
What the hell happened in there?
I wanted to speak to Valak. I guess he didn't want to talk.
Clearly, but let's get you looked at. That looks pretty bad.
I'll Be bruised for a few days, I'm sure.
Kelle, that will heal at 1 point per 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, if the ribs aren't broken.
I'm just saying from the system.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair. 1 point per 2 days.
Yep, that's how long it takes to heal lethal.
Okay. Nope, that's.
The medicine skill can help you recover faster.
Nah, you got to have a herd FBI agent
Well, it speeds it up. It doesn't heal
series.
it.
Yeah. Oh, you know. Well, isn't she supposed to have the final showdown while she's, like, totally injured? And
Oh, don't worry. I have plenty of times to injure you.
Oh, excellent.
So, Alex, do you have any medicine?
This is the first go around.
I actually have 1 point of medicine.
Okay, give me a first aid. So you grab a first aid kit and force her to let you look
Take
at her.
a Tylenol.
Down.
So what do I roll?
Ice pack.
So you're gonna roll Dex plus medicine plus 2 for a med kit.
+2. All right. One success.
1 success. Okay, so what you're gonna do, Kelle, is we're gonna downgrade one of those lethal to bashing.
Okay.
Which means that will basically heal in about 15 minutes.
Okay.
But the other two are gonna take several days to heal.
Sure.
So you've got a couple of cracked ribs, which
Okay. Yeah, sounds right.
and probably some torn stomach.
I would think
lining.
so. Yeah.
You're gonna be going with blood for a while. You know,
Yeah.
the usual for
Yeah.
police drama.
This sounds like my normal life. What are you talking
Oof.
about?
Yeah, all the times demons shove tables into you. I know. It's a
Yeah,
rough
I
life.
know.
What happened to my ankles? Demon shoved a table into my ankles. There.
Yeah, yeah.
Totally.
Demon
That sounds
tripped
much
you
more
at work.
epic.
Yeah.
There we go.
A few
Right now,
minutes,
like not. Go ahead.
a few minutes later, Lillian, someone's gonna come in and sedate him, and give him a check over, and then they're gonna move him into holding. Pending a move to a hospital, but they're gonna have some paramedics come and look at him. Eventually, he's gonna be taken out of your control, and you'll be able to go back to the room, where you'll see Elina's got her shirt hiked up, and Alex is like wrapping her ribs with like gauze, and putting like an ice pack on it.
She will ask whoever starts to say ambulance or talk to like the holding, whoever's in charge of like how these
Your
people
staff
get.
sergeant.
Yeah, the sergeant. She's like, I would like to request a psych eval on my client, please.
Yeah, no fucking. Yes, of course.
He displayed signs of unnatural strength for him and his build, which some sorts of psychosis.
Yeah, we also should probably get a talk screen on him. I'm pretty sure that was
Yes, I would
PCP.
like that.
I don't know
Yes.
how he got it in, but we're going to be putting him in solitary. Moving him to a private facility where nobody can slip him anything. Unless you have a problem
Pending.
with that. Pending.
I do not, but if he needs psychological help, putting him in a confined solitary space with not the proper place.
Yeah, that's
why I
why we're
want
probably
psych
going to have to
eval.
move him to a psych ward the second that we can
He's
find
still
a
a
bed
person.
for him. It's not really easy to find a place in
Perfect.
the psychiatric system these days. But we'll do what we can, ma'am.
No, but it will definitely. Thank you. Lillian's like, this definitely will help prove that he's insane, not possessed. Lillian's like, this is kind of a win. This thing. She's thinking like, well, this kind of is beautiful.
Take a beat toward winning your case.
Yes.
So mark a beat toward that goal, because you've got excessive force, and you've got potentially psych issues.
Yep.
If not
So-
already, he'll have them after.
Exactly.
Racking them
Yeah.
up.
So, with that, you'll come in to Alex giving Elina the once-over, treating her wounds.
You okay? She has like a tampon shoved up her nose from her nosebleed.
Two. Is both
Two, yeah.
barrels.
I'm doing. I think I'm doing better than that. But yeah, yeah, I'll be okay.
That's good. That's good.
I'm the demon.
What happened to you? Where'd Robin go?
Alina's gonna ask Lillian, just noticing the tampons in her nose.
Did you literally
"What happened to
just
you?"
leave the scene to go get tampons?
I was gonna say I'll pay you money to put tampons up your nose.
You know I did.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
girl.
Margo.
I know I had some in my work bag. So I was like, I know where that is. Really quick. There we go.
Don't
You're
don't
welcome,
tell me that
Internet.
Robin. Yeah, don't tell me Robin doesn't play her
Doesn't.
role.
Okay, there we
Back
go.
to the bit.
Oh boy.
What happened to you?
I had splitting headache and nosebleed. Though I think I have somewhat of a confession and agreeance of cooperation from your leak there, Alex. Thanks.
Wait, he
Yeah,
didn't
thanks for
do
getting that.
He didn't do that to you, did he?
No. I was just talking with him. I was interrogating him, and all of a sudden I heard you get slammed along the wall mere seconds after I got the nosebleed.
Yeah, okay, that'd be Valak.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Mm.
This makes no sense.
Just looking, going. Valak. Okay, that's keep on a name. Who the hell is Valak?
It seems that Hicks is possessed by a demon going by the name of Valak.
Wait. Him being possessed was actually serious?
Yeah.
Or he's
And
insane.
So we're dealing with a demon,
Could be.
but like a literal demon.
Could be.
Oh, good. I didn't think this case could get any weirder.
Oh, it's a demon, or he has dissociative identity disorder, and Valak is the personality that protects them. Either or, Valak is one strong motherfucker.
Anybody there remembers that Valak said something in Latin
Yes.
to Lillian? Does anybody want to look up what that is?
Yes, I think Lillian will definitely pull that up. Google I'll pull up Google Translate on my phone and see what it says
Do
right
it.
now. Also, I'm gonna take the tampons out of my nose.
Yeah,
now
I
that
think
it's
that's
done, so I can
The blood has stopped.
talk normal. So I can talk normal again.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I go hard.
So we can have a couple of different translations,
That's
and
true.
you'll translate it.
Okay.
Feel free not to share that with everybody if you think that she wouldn't. But she's gonna pull out her phone and she's gonna get kind of pale.
She's gonna get very pale.
Which is a real feat for Lillian. She's already very pale. She's too translucent, blends in with the wall. She's gone from goth to Irish.
Okay?
Yeah. Looked like someone walked over your grave.
He just said a very unpleasant phrase in Latin to me. So, I just,
What?
Oh, you know, just... He told me that the devil's having non-consensual sex with my mother. My mother's soul, to be specific.
Hmm.
Didn't phrase it as nicely, but I'm gonna
Well, it's something that
keep it...
they're inclined to say.
Was he trying to taunt you?
It's mostly for shock value. Throw you off. Unbalance your game. It's...
I think throwing a table could do that.
So it's definitely unbalanced.
Yeah.
Also, Alex, do you
Yeah?
recognize the name of Damien Weiss?
Yeah, you know Vice. He's another one of the crime scene photographers.
Yeah, another photographer.
Good looking guy. Real popular with a lot of the people around the department. Was on the Forces softball team.
Whatever your IT connections, you may want to look into him. According to my source, our source, he may be taking the pictures from the kits and selling them online to porn sites of those poor women in their worst moments. So, if that's true, I would like to take him down. But I want to make sure that it's true.
We can find that out real quick.
So, perfect.
Your phone's going to buzz. 30-minute warning before you need to go to your lunch. You should probably start heading out.
I need to go. I have my lunch and I cannot miss this meeting. It is a family affair. And I cannot postpone. So I will see you soon. Let me know if you get anything. And Lynn's just gonna head out.
Elina and Alex, what are you planning to do?
Elina thinks that maybe she's gonna go back to the hotel and just lay down for a bit and do some online research. Talk to a couple of Vascu colleagues. She'll just tell Alex that she's going to talk to a couple of FBI colleagues.
Okay, sounds good. As you make it back to your hotel, you're going to head in the front door, and the girl behind the counter is going to go, "Oh, excuse me."
Yes?
She waves you over to the front, away from any of the other guests.
Okay, so walk over. Yes?
We had a notice last night. A couple of the other guests around your room. Agent?
Yes.
They said that there was screaming. I don't know if You left your TV on or something?
Very, very sorry. Combination of jet lag and uh, case I'm working on. It's a
Sure.
really, really kind of a rough nightmare. I'm
Yeah.
terribly sorry about it.
No, it's okay. We're gonna try to make sure that we don't put anybody right around your room. We're a little quiet at the beginning of the week anyway,
Whatever
but
you need to do.
sure. I just wanted to let you
Whatever
know
you
that the
need to do.
manager has said that because you're visiting for police reasons, we're not going to call the cops on a noise complaint. So just try to keep it down.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Yeah. If I don't know if you want to move me to someplace that's a little bit more out of the way, end of a hallway, whatever you think you need
let
to
me
do.
take a look. 1 second.
Sure.
Okay, what is your status in the FBI? How many dots do you have? 1 or 2?
I have. Come on. Now where do I find?
So it'd be status in basket.
Where do I find that?
Merits.
Status. Merits. Yes. Oh. Merits.
You'd have at least
I have
1 dot.
Oh, okay. Under merits, I have
Your endowments?
eidetic memory and investigative aid. Am I looking at the right spot?
Yeah, so then you'll have your endowments as well, and you should have a dot of status there. So cool. Pulling up your file, she'll tap a couple of keys. You know, hold on 1 second. Let me see what I can do for you.
Sure.
So pulling up her computer, she looks at it for a second. So right now, I actually have one of our suites available. It's a bit bigger. It's a king, and has a little kitchenette area and a bit of a bigger bathroom. That would be acceptable.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's more than acceptable.
It's inside of your per diem, so.
That sounds great. Could I ask for somebody to come up and help to move my bags? I had a little bit of an accident today. I'm just a little sore.
Oh, absolutely. Leon, can you come and help? Oh, yeah. Hold on 1 sec. Leon will help you. He's
wonderful. Awesome. Thank you.
And here's your new key card.
Oh, great. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I'll bring the other one down when I'm.
Yeah. There's no rush. It'll be deactivated in a little bit anyway. So you can also just give it to Leon on the way back down.
Oh yeah, great. Thank you. Thanks.
No worries. And let us know if you need anything else. Thanks for staying with us.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Traz, what's Alex doing? It's around lunchtime.
So I have a question.
I have an answer.
So with skills with hacking, could I have possibly say maybe on my own free time came up with like a small little virus to kind of screw with people's computers if they downloaded it?
Like something pretty basic, yeah, sure.
Cool. I actually want to find Miles Sando.
Okay, Miles Sando. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So what about Miles? Miles being the guy that was just interrogated by Lillian?
Yep.
Okay. So what is this? Just like a worm? Is this like a Trojan? Like what does it give you, backdoor access or?
Just a Trojan to completely screw with somebody's computer.
Okay. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. Go ahead and make me an intelligence and computers roll.
I want him to send it to Bailey.
Okay. You could absolutely. She did give her email address.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to ask David for a favor, he could probably just have that sent from his account.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. So you said into
computers.
Computer?
Yep.
3 successes.
3 successes. All right. So David's going to look at you and say, you know what? As usual, I didn't do this. Have fun, buddy. Shoo!
Appreciate it.
Sent. Don't worry. How you holding up?
Pretty good. Pretty hectic day today, but
Oh yeah, I bet. You know what? You know what really helps with that? CrossFit. I'm serious, man. I got guest passes, and they give me $2 off a session if I refer a friend. So consider it. Be my toonie buddy. We could be the double.
I'll get back with you after this case.
Okay.
Let me get this case done, because they don't let me rest hardly ever with this one right now.
I bet.
And I need one more favor from you, if you can.
Yeah.
And I promise I'll come with you.
Okay, yeah, what's up?
Damien Weiss.
Yeah.
Seems like he is sharing things he shouldn't.
Big
selling
D?
them.
Big D's.
Right?
No, Big D's cool. Why would you think that?
Because Miles ratted him out.
You sure he's not trying to save his own skin?
That's why I need you to find out, because I don't know. It doesn't seem right, right?
Okay.
But if he is, we need to
Man,
know.
everybody I'll look into it, okay? It'll take me a little while. I'll get back to you in a couple days?
Perfect. No, this one's no hurry. So
Yeah, I'll keep my eyes open. I'm with you, Kimosabi.
thanks, David.
All right. Hey, get some rest, but not too much. You don't want to get soft. You and me, we're hard boys. Got to stay hard, be hard. Yeah. Nice. Bros. He's gonna get back to work. And with that, Lillian, you head across town. You make it into the bottom of the Fairmont, into the Notch 8, and are quickly seated. There is a handsome old man in his mid-70s or so. I'm kind of picturing kind of a bit of a not a Ewan McGregor, a little bit of a Ian McKellen kind of look.
Yeah, very much.
Ah, Lillian, darling. Please, sit. I've taken the courtesy of ordering us a couple of drinks, if you wouldn't mind.
Of course. What'd you get for me?
This is a... Let's see. This is an obliteration fizz. Rum, Calpis, Yuzu, Raspberry, Blue Curacao. Pearls. And I am having a Red Pursuit. Macallan 12 year, Campari, and Sherry. Fine.
Cheers.
And he'll switch the drinks with you. I could see envy in your eyes. Cheers, love. I've also, the wine selection here is horrible, but, I've also ordered us a bottle of Chianti, the Devole.
Perfect.
Of course, lunch is on me.
So generous.
Of course.
Though I could pay for myself again.
Of course.
I
Then by
have
all means, darling, please pay for me.
Oh, no. I'm just letting you know that I've secured another job at a prestigious law firm again.
Darling girl, did you have a bump before you came here?
No, I haven't been able to, haven't found a new supplier recently.
You need but ask. Anyway. Waitress. Bonjour. He'll smile as she comes over. We would have, let's see, the lunch menu. How hungry are you?
I'll take the. Don't think I ate breakfast actually. I'd like to start with the beef carpaccio, since it's on you.
Yes, of course. I'll take the kampachi sashimi, and we might as well just order right now. Let's see, Fraser Valley chicken strudel for my schnitzel for myself. And let me guess, are you on a diet now? Are you eating bread?
Yes, I'm eating bread now.
Prime rib cavalry Reuben, please. Side of fingerling potatoes and crispy fries with black pepper aioli. And steamed broccolini for myself. Thank you. She'll smile and take the order and head off. Oh, and love, an order of the roasted tomato soup for both to start as well. Thank you. Have to have your vegetables. It fights cancer, you know.
Of course. I gotta live to be at least your age. And you look like you're barely 50.
Bish posh. Go on. I hear you're investigating a particular case.
I am.
Demons. Is it?
It's what I'm told.
Well, there's not much that I can help with directly. Although if you're willing to make a bargain, I know someone who would be. He slides a card across the table. Well, beware. The owner is quite a handful. And looking at it, you will see it is a frayed, old, crumpled business card that looks like it's been around since like the 90s. Like it's a very old card, the old graphic style and everything. For Sun's Rare Herbs and Traditional Chinese Medicine in Richmond. Sun spelled like the sun.
Ah, okay, yep.
You want to see Mr. Sun himself. Do
Can I tell
yourself
him you
a...
sent me?
Yes. And offer nothing you wish to keep.
Of course.
Thank you. The soup looks lovely. A couple of bowls are placed down in front of you. Bon appetit. I was hoping that we could also discuss something else, if you had the time.
Oh, of course. I booked you in as a very important meeting.
Good. Excellent.
What can I do for you?
Oh, nothing major. He takes a sip of his soup. Do you?
Yep.
Oh, I'm dying, by the way. And I think that's call game there.
What?
No!
That's a line to end it on.
and he's Lillian's mentor / father figure.
But-
So
yeah.
Yep.
her major
This is-
touchstone.
I'm dying.
Yeah.
Click.
I'm dying. What?
That was so good. Oh my god.
Ah.
All right, so folks, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Demon. We're trying to keep these episodes nice and punchy so that they are a little more like network TV. So hopefully you've been enjoying
I
that.
love it.
Let's do aspirations real
I
quick.
like it.
So, Traz, you did not check in on the partner, but you discovered the leak. So, bing. Kelle, you looked in the connection to Islam and found that there probably wasn't one. So, ding.
No. Okay, yeah.
Robin, you spoke with Grandpa and you won or made headway into your case. So that is going to be bing bing. Does anybody feel like they made a step closer to finding out who the killer is, or made a step closer to finding out or resolving the case in Kelle's case?
Not
okay, I'm
quite.
gonna
Not
say-
enough.
I'm-
Not enough.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to be super generous because we haven't played in a month, and I'm going to give you guys 4 beats on top of that. So everybody's walking away with 1 experience plus.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Hey, folks, thank you so much for supporting us on Patreon. I hope you are enjoying this game. If you do, please stick around. And if you're watching this later, join the Patreon to see additional stuff. I've got a ton of new content that we're going to be running on the channel soon in advance for Patreon, including Alien Destroyer of Worlds, Old Gods of Appalachia. So we're going to be doing a lot more horror stuff because I love doing horror. And it's something that you don't really see as much in the tabletop actual play space. And I just love horror. So definitely stick around and join the likes of these amazing patrons that I'm going to list off right now, starting with our world building producer, Jade, the maker of monsters. Our divine producer, my mom, Jan. Hey, how's it going? Love you big much. Our demonic producer, who has no hand in this, but probably does, Precarious, who you can watch every Friday night on twitch.tv/Precarious with Traz in that game. Also to our wizards of the Patreon, who had no hand in summoning demons this time, I think. That would be Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin, and Eddie Isaacs. And our High Council of the Patreon, Taryn, Buddy, Amberthist, Cubby Gummy, Raven with Baubles, Karasha Urquhart, Chef Eladeth, Larouk, Sorcerer Sanguine, Mike Baxter, and Kaylin Whitebeard. You are all amazing. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and thanks to everybody else on Patreon who keeps the lights on and allows this to be my job. I really can't thank you enough. And players, I can't thank you enough either. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Did anybody feel like they suffered on behalf of their virtue or vice suitably this session?
Oh, I definitely suffered.
What's your
Whether
vice?
it's on behalf of virtue or vice, I don't know.
What's your vice?
Vice is sloth. So
You know what? You
No.
bailed to go back on the room while being hurt. I'll give you a point of willpower back.
that's true. Okay. All right. Thank
Okay.
you. Okay.
Alex, are you down any willpower?
I am. Would I have wrath? Would getting someone's computer fucked up count as being wrathful?
Yeah, you're doggedly going after people. So yeah, go ahead and again, you could get fired for this. So yeah, go ahead and take a point of willpower back. Lillian, what's yours? Lust. I'm gonna say you probably didn't earn it this session.
Yeah, no. My virtue is ambition, but you don't get anything for
Yeah, you'd have
virtue,
to
do you?
send someone. You do, but it has to hurt. Like it really has to hurt you for your virtue. It has to have lasting
okay.
consequences on you.
Okay.
So
Okay.
not quite yet.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
if you tried to bring down the entirety of the Vancouver PD, maybe that's pretty ambitious.
She's
You're working on
willing. She's working on it. She's not happy about Daniel
Why
or
wouldn't-
whatever his name is, Damien.
Yeah, I'm not happy about him
Yeah.
either. I don't like him. Take him down. Folks, thank you
Yeah,
so much for tuning
she's
in
going to.
for this episode of Demon. This isn't Demon, this is Hunter. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Hunter the Vigil Summons. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.